Back like we never left. Listen, man. This conversation is going to take many peaks and valleys, right? For a few different reasons. For the first reason, it's going to be triggering to some, so trigger warning, But more importantly, it's going to showcase discrepancies on a few different sides, right? And I'm very interested to gain an insight from you guys. Tap in with us, everybody. Hit that link that's pinned to the top. Hold on 1 second, because if you did, you got to redo it because we had to redo some things. You get what I'm saying? So all right, cool. Now I put the right link back up there. Cool. Please, everybody, make sure you guys hit that link up top so you guys can show your social currency. Live on Broadway podcast. We're having a conversation. And blank slate, I'm going to do my best to not be biased on any side and be totally objective in this matter, right? So I'm gonna play a video. What up though, Bambi? I see you up here. Tap in with us. Shout out to the Giants on Clubhouse. Got D, got Toya, got everybody up here with us. Naisha, what up though? I'm going to do my best to not be biased, but it's a situation that occurred, and I felt like it warranted a conversation, right? The situation is of a young lady in Dallas airport and Spirit Airline employee, they get into an altercation. You guys, it's important that you guys see the video. So if you're on Clubhouse, make sure you don't only hit the link if you haven't seen the video, but also hit that like button. I'm going to play the video, and when I play the video, if you haven't, go to my bio on Instagram because I see you guys tapped in with us. Go to my bio on Instagram, hit that link, Broadway the Giant on YouTube, and so you guys can frankly see the video because if a photo's worth 1,000 words, a video's worth so much more. So tap in with us, live on Broadway podcast. Check it out. Get to the video fast enough. All right, here we go.
Stay out of my personal space. She's touching me. She's touching me. And I'm telling you, don't put, she can't put her hands on me.
Okay, stop it!
Hey! Don't you ever put your hands on me! No! Get this everybody back off from me! This bitch put her hands on me! This bitch put her hands on me!
Watch out, man. You ain't gonna fight that woman, bro. You're not gonna fight that woman.
You got the wrong person!
Don't fight that woman, bro.
You got the wrong person! This bitch just put my hands on me!
You're gonna fight that woman.
Hey, relax.
You ain't gonna fight no woman.
Relax.
I fight whoever! I fight whoever!
Take a deep breath.
Put your hands on me.
I fight whoever!
Put your hand.
I fight whoever! I fight whoever!
Knock your bitch ass
Just
out.
relax.
Knock me
Deep
out!
breath.
Knock me
It's
out!
okay.
It's
It's okay.
Oh, man. You now listening to Live on Broadway podcast. Tap in with us. I want to get your commentary, how you guys feel. Let me PTR, so Clubhouse, tap in with us, how you guys feel. D, tap in. For men, there's a difference between domestic violence and self-defense. Tap in with us. How you guys feel about that? Live on Broadway podcast.
I felt very triggered when I first seen that video yesterday. And the reason why is because I am a mother. I am the mother of a 13-year-old teenage boy. And I always raise him and tell him to respect women and not put his hands on women. I always tell him if somebody pushes you or something like that, you go and you tell the teacher. Now, if the person persists, I don't care if it's a nigga or a bitch, knock her ass clean the fuck out. You know why? It's someone that like to hit on men because they know that there's this societal standard that men are not supposed to hit women back. So they bait men. You understand what I'm saying? If he's telling you stay out of his personal space, then bitch, you know what's coming. Move out that nigga way. Like, come on, you cannot do stuff like that. We don't know. Clearly, we don't know what happened and led to the altercation because where the video started from, it didn't really give context. But if he's saying to you with his hands up, please stay out my personal space. If you hit him in his head like that and he knock your ass out, can't nobody say nothing because you're doing too much. Not because men are supposed to hit us. we need to be jumping up in a man's face like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like people respect you, keep your hands to yourself. When we was kids, we was hitting each other. That wasn't right then, but at least we could say blame it on the fact that we was young. As adults, you should not be fighting anybody in the airport, the bank, wherever these fights be happening on social media. Stop. Stop trying to hit a grown ass man, because if he knock your ass out, you're gonna be upset. Like, you gotta chill, sis. Like, he really punched the nigga dead in the head. Like, what are you doing?
Wow.
Nah.
Wow.
That's why he got mad like that. But
Wow.
on the same token now, the same way he had the pressure to hit her, he should have had that same energy for the man that was trying to hit him too. He should have knocked
Wake
that
that
man
up.
flat too.
But whoa,
But
whoa.
I
You
but
know
I
what?
I land.
Yeah. Let's share the wealth, because I got a lot of thoughts on this, and there's a lot brewing. Because trust me, tap in with us though. I'm gonna get the Giants up here on Instagram. Tap in. I see you guys in the comment section on YouTube. I appreciate you, and make sure everybody hit that like button. Let's share the knowledge. Let's share the information. Let's share the commentary. Tap in with us. D, what's your energy on this, beloved? Is D on the phone? All right, D probably away from.
Yeah, no, I'm here.
All right, cool.
I'm here.
Tap
I'm
in with
here.
us.
My, my thing, domestic violence versus protecting yourself, and seeing how that video is like, there's nobody on this earth. Shit, if a little kid hit me too hard and I ain't asked to get hit, their ass getting popped back. It's the same reaction. It's a difference between going out your way to hit a woman and protecting yourself and defending yourself. And then anybody clearly could see what the two differences are. The problem is that in society, things be happening behind closed doors, and they all go under, if a man hits a woman, it's domestic violence. And I've been in many wars with my older sister, got hit with all type of devices as being a young teenager. And I promise you, I didn't start this shit most of the time. So I come from a place, I won't never hit a woman now. Like, I'll do my damnedest to avoid the situation. And I've been in relationships with
Sure.
one of them where chick grabbed me by my shirt and ripped my goddamn polo shirt. And all I thought about is, you know what? She ain't gonna win this one. Let me just go ahead and get up out of here. And she threw shit at me as I was going down the steps. And that's the shit we gotta do. But if we right in like how that was in the airport, and somebody's in between us, and somebody's holding me back, and you reach over that person and hit me, it's up. It's up. I don't care. I'm not gonna hit you to kill you, but you're gonna get hit back.
Wow. Wow.
You're gonna get hit back.
Okay. Tap in. Tap in. I want to know you guys' commentary. Shout out to Robert Pace Jr. Appreciate you joining the conversation, King. Again, this is an altercation that happened in Dallas Airport, and a picture's worth 1,000 words. The video speaks so much more. I'm very interested to get you guys on YouTube commentary. There's a poll going, and the poll is simply: is there a difference between domestic violence and self-defense? Was he right or was he wrong? Tap in, leave your feelings on the poll. I'm gonna keep it going with Clubhouse. Tap in with us.
All right, can I respond?
Sure, please do. Welcome to the stage, King.
Well, there's never really a time to where you should hit a woman to a certain degree.
Okay.
There used to be a time to where, a man wouldn't hit a woman and a woman wouldn't get in a man's face with a bunch of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, men were acting like men and women were acting like women.
Mm-hmm.
But fast forward to 2022, a lot of these women or these so-called women or so people got a little hat. They feel that they can walk up on a brother and do certain things and shit because the law is on their side, and they feel that they can do whatever because they know at the end of the day they're not gonna get hit or beat down and shit. They think white daddy's gonna come to their rescue and shit. That's why they get emboldened to do all of these type of things and shit. But to the incident, the man was clearly wrong, and I'll tell you why he was clearly wrong.
Please speak on it.
First of all, he is an employee of the airport. So that means if a situation is going down, his direction is to do this is to call for the police and call for security and call for backup. Period. Okay? That's what should have been going on. He shouldn't have to come out from behind the desk and clock nobody in the head to a certain degree. Because he's at his spot. What he should have did was got on the mic, called for backup, had her escorted out the building. Period. Now, whenever you get in somebody's face, whenever you trail behind a person, you are escalating the situation. Period. You are escalating the situation and you are causing a battle to take place. Period. Now, when they go back and look at that footage, they're not going to see what she did or what it did. I don't know if it was a man or woman or whatever it is they're calling these things these days, whatever. They're going to see a black man or whatever in somebody's face trailing behind them and not behind the desk calling for backup in a situation.
I got you.
So he's already guilty because he's escalating the situation and he's not calling for backup. That's why they got security in the airport. They got the cops.
I got you.
In
I got
the airport.
you. Yeah.
You got your employees in the airport. You got all of these different things to help you come along, to help you in these times of crisis.
All right. So look, King. All right. So here's the thing, right? And I agree with a great portion of what you're saying, right? Everybody mute up, please. Just mute up while I speak, please. Just mute for 1 second. So here's the thing, right? And I sat on this and I slept on this, right? Because I wanted to jump up here and do this right away. But here's the thing with it. I think that, yes, before we even get to him following her, because he was wrong, I don't think like a man shouldn't hit a woman, right? Absolutely, right? Absolutely not. Excuse me. Now, here's where I become a bit perplexed. Because in my opinion, I feel like a lot of what Ari said a moment ago, which was she was egging him on. And I watched the video like 1,000 times, so it feels, right? She was egging him on, right? And employee or not, yes, you fall under the category of working for a company and being a representative of that company. However, I feel like I feel like a lot of women like to hide behind the fact that they are a woman. And because they hide behind that, they feel like they can do certain things, administer certain things, and there should be no ramifications of it. And it should always be justified by the fact that they're a woman. And I don't particularly fall in alignment with that. Because as I share with my siblings, I have 2 sisters. Don't you put no hands on no man. You better call one of your brothers. They got 2 brothers. You get what I'm saying? Y'all better call one of y'all brothers, because if it get crazy, then the only thing you're going to have to hold on to is a hope and a prayer from God that man don't do something crazy to you. But there's more. You know why there's more? Because after watching the video countless times, she called him a nigga. She called him a nigga. And I don't know what eyes you guys are viewing this with, but she looks like a white woman. She seems to be a white woman. She seems to have been having a Karen moment. She called him nigga, and then what happened is homie jumps in between the two before any swinging happened. Dude jumped in between the two, and then she felt like she could get one off, swing, slap them, hit them, punch them, whatever it looked like in the face. And I'm sitting there like, whoa, hold on, clutching my pearls. Homie said several times, you're invading my personal space. You're invading my personal space. So, I'm a little indifferent to, and then when I read the comments, all the comments is saying the same thing that me and Ari is saying. And I'm sitting there, same thing that D was saying. I'm sitting there and I'm like, is it okay for a man to hit a woman? No. No. Is it okay for a woman to hit a man? No. I'm going to yield. I just want to put that out there. There's more. The plot thickens, and we're going to get to all of the peaks and the valleys, but I just wanted to be clear on that I don't personally think that I personally think that women get away with certain things and they rest on they rest on the fact that they're a woman. And I'm not saying that A person should be respected. A person should be a man shouldn't hit a woman shouldn't hit a man. Period. Period. Tap in with us though, Giants. I want to see you guys in the comment section. I see you guys voting on the poll on YouTube. I appreciate it. Tap in with us. Bambi, how you feel, Bambi?
I agree with you 100%. But you know, certain women get away with things. I don't want us to say it's a race thing either, but certain women get away with things because, you know, it seems like the world will entertain certain women behaving a certain way when other women, if another woman does that, the whole world comes crashing down. And she will be held accountable for her actions now. You know, I don't want to just say if it's a white person because we don't know if she's white, but I don't think it matters because I know all types of women that behave that way. That woman acts.
This is
it's
true.
not a racial thing. But certain women, when they get in front of certain authorities or the way that they live their life, they have been allowed to act that way, and then it just gets out of hand because that's not the first time that lady acted like that. And no one held her accountable.
Hey, whoa. And you waking that up because that's a very poignant point right there. You didn't just get in public and start acting like that today, sis.
No, she does that all day long.
Wake that up. Wake that all the way up.
Long. She acts like that all day long. And the people around her, church, the people at ShopRite, the valet, they all take it. They all take it. And then she went to the airport and caught the wrong one. And now look, she's on YouTube and Instagram.
I think somebody want to respond to you. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, guys, you got to realize something here. I'm a trained killer, military, combat arms, all the good old stuff.
Oh wow.
You in a airport full of crowded people. Okay, you're not gonna get to that lady and shit like you want to get to that lady. Somebody's gonna come pull that man off that lady before he can get some good hits in. Period.
If they can get him off,
if
they could get him off, because I'm sorry not to interrupt you, Broadway, but some people can't. Some men can't get pulled off. Some men can't get pulled off after they can't pull him off. It's not that easy.
Hold on one second, Bambi. Hold on one second, Bambi.
Check out the environment that they're in right now. They was in at that moment in history. That's the environment they're in at that moment in history, right? They're not going to let that man get to that woman like he will want to get to that woman if they hit each other in exchange or whatever. And that woman knew that, so that's why when that guy came between them, that's when she threw her hit, because she knew that she can get a hit in, and there was not going to be no response to or whatever. Somebody was going to protect her.
And that's my point, though. She wouldn't have done that.
Wait, let me finish. That's why, as a man, you never go down that road in a crowded place like that when you know.
And crowded, public or not, though.
All the dudes were gonna come hold you down.
You see,
and protect her.
You see, the thing the pushback that I'm giving you, Robbie, is the you saying in public. It's not cool at all. It's not cool at all in public or private for a man or woman to put their hands on each other.
But
period.
Broadway. In private, when there's nobody around, a woman's not going to act that way if she has no backup that's just going to save her.
Nah.
Not true. I've seen a woman.
Nah. I disagree.
I'm sorry.
I disagree.
I've seen a woman throw a skillet. I disagree with
that too.
I did. Hold on, Bambi.
Okay.
I got you right now, Bambi. Then I'm gonna come to you, Toya. I disagree because I feel like the only reason she's behaving like that in public, that's a byproduct of how she behaves like that excuse me. The reason why she's behaving like that in public is a byproduct of how she behaves like that in private. That's what we're seeing. When a kid is outside and they're in the supermarket, they're in the barbershop, whatever, and they throwing their temper tantrums, that's because the mother or father that they're doing that in private. They're doing that in private. So when a kid get out...
Broadway, I can't believe, and this is just me, and I'm an expert on hand-to-hand combat.
But most people don't have that discipline, King.
Check this out. These women like this, if they were locked in a room with a dude and there was no way anybody can come in for safety for them. 9 times out of 10, I don't believe that they would be trying to throw hands or do anything like that
Hey,
in a
you know
private
what?
setting.
You know what? Let's just let the women speak it. Let's let the women speak. We're gonna go to Bambi, then we're gonna go to Toya, and then we're gonna go around like that on Clubhouse. Bambi, tap in because I want to get so
Okay.
pretty much what Robert is saying is that he's saying that he doesn't believe in private most women would behave like that. You say to that what, Queen?
Okay, so yes, they do all the time. They do all the time. So people allow it because they like drama and they feed off the negativity. Some men allow it. Some men, other females, they like that. That's one aspect of it. And I've seen a woman who behaved like that woman. And at a restaurant, this lady threw a skillet at a guy, and we were all servers at a restaurant. She threw a hot skillet at him out of nowhere. They were arguing basically. And then he jumped on top of her, right? And she was pulling out all his dreads, and it took like 4 men, and he had slid all the way basically across the other restaurant with her body. And it took 4 men to pull him off. So I'm saying when you can't put and that girl, she was she was totally different after that. It wasn't funny. Like, it's not funny. But she was always aggressive. She was always acting out. She was always nasty. She was always like that. And it's like, I'm sure she was like that her whole life. That's the type of person she was.
Yeah.
But you catch the wrong one, and I don't care if it's gender. I dated a guy where he was like, don't hit me, don't tap me like that because I will snap.
Right.
And you might be dead.
Hey, listen, I tell you this, right? And I'm going to throw it to you right now, Toya, right? And I was going to put this on the comments on YouTube, but I'd much rather say it's faster that way. It sounds good. It sounds good, right? And to a large part of what Robert is saying, I agree with what you're saying, King. But the part where I just give a little bit of that resistance is I don't know. I just think she was wrong in the matter. I think she was wrong in the matter. And it's not because I'm a man. I'm saying in general, if I was a woman, I think she's wrong in that matter. But tap in with us, Toya.
Okay, what I wanted to say was, Robert, I kind of agree with you in the beginning when you said that he shouldn't came from behind there. There's security, there's TSA, because those are things that he could have did to actually prevent it from escalating.
Sure.
That's one.
Sure.
But then 2, in a second note, he probably moved from behind that desk to protect himself because we didn't see when it first started. We seen when he kept telling her to stop getting in my face, basically, and you're invading my space. So then 3, on top of that, let me tell you, I know plenty of times when I used to live in New York that fights spilled out into the hallway from the apartment and it was just those 2 people in there. And the woman is the aggressor. Like, they locked her up because the dude got either webs on him from the extension cord, and go back to what Bambi said, the hot skillet. It was a situation in my home. I was there. My brother and his baby mother, she came out the room to get a skillet of grease that was on the stove to try to throw it at him. Like, I'm there to try to stop her, but at the end of the day, what escalated in that room for you to go out and do that? Like, there are a lot of women that do not care about the fact that you're a man and still would try to come at you and not even show the level of maturity of saying, you know what? I know this man's strength is stronger than me, but I'm going to walk away. You understand? So some of them do throw the first blows. As you see in the video, if you watched it, she threw the first blow. Why? Because she thought the man was going to protect her. But he still got to that ass.
Right.
At the end. But
This is what I believe, Latoya, and this is beyond a shadow of a doubt. Now, when people know each other like that, if that's a couple and they have a fight, whatever, she's still believing that this man might do something, but he's not gonna kill me and hurt me for whatever, because he's my man. We sleeping together, whatever. I believe that a complete stranger, if a woman is not gonna attack a complete stranger, okay, when they one on one and nobody's around, I don't believe that that's going to happen. I believe these women only react this way
I think you're super optimistic.
when there's white daddy around to protect that ass.
Fuck is you talking about?
I think you're super optimistic. I think
I don't
I think that because you're trained and you're probably composed and you probably have that demeanor about yourself because of your training, King. I think you're projecting that on a lot of men, and I know a lot of men that would probably run across a woman's face, and I know a lot of women that probably would be the aggressor in the matter. I don't think that it's that clear. I don't think it's that clear cut and precise as you're placing it. I think that what he did was you see what I didn't like is he followed after her. I don't like that. He should have did whatever he did, pushed her, got the fuck, you know what I mean? Whatever the initial thing was, but then he started trying to follow after her. I don't like that. That's where I feel like he was wrong at. He said, yo, my space is my space. You're invading my space. And then homie got in the middle. She swung, connected. Then he went pursuing her. I feel like he was wrong for that. That's where he went wrong.
I think he was trying to protect
Hold
himself.
on, Robert. Hold on, Robert.
I think he was trying to, like, if you think about human psychology, right? If you ever been into a physical fight, it goes, I think he was probably in, like, follow-up. This bitch is crazy, excuse my French mode. She's crazy and she might attack me again. So he probably became animalistic and was like, I need to take her down because she might, you know what I mean? That maybe is what he was thinking at the end.
Maybe, but we don't know.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we don't know. What up though, Royka? And I'm gonna throw it to Clubhouse. I know we got Allison, we got Shorty in here, we got Ari, Damien, Quaysha. What up though, Quay? How you feel about this, Quay? I'm very interested to get it from your perspective because you're a realist, right? And Quaysha, she always says things from her heart, you know, and it doesn't always, it's not always about what's. I'm just very interested to get it from you, Quay. Are you by your mic, Queen? King Quay. She probably not by her mic. But what up, Royka, too? Light bulb. But listen, Trey brought up something, too, in the comments on YouTube, on Instagram. She says, so nobody's going to mention Blueface fight, that Blueface fight video with his girl? Like, what about that?
Woo! That's a whole
right? Right, exactly. Well, I think the point that she was getting at is, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, Trey, I think the point that she was getting at is women be the aggressor at times.
Most of the time.
Women be the aggressor. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna play another video. But before I get to that video, you know what? Now's a great time to play it since we're on it. I'm gonna play a video, then I'm gonna come to you, Toya, for the commentary on that second video. So tap in with us live on Broadway podcast. Check this one out, guys. You guys gotta watch it because there's no sound to it. But it's the OnlyFans model, Courtney Taylor, attacks her boyfriend in elevator months before his murder. You guys have to see it. It's playing on YouTube. Tap in with us. So he walks into the elevator. Hold on. Let me bring this back. Hold up. Let me bring this back. She walks into the elevator first. She's pressing the button. As she's trying to push the button, he walks in. She starts going to town on him. She starts going to town. You got to hit that link up top if you want to see the video. She starts going to town on him. She's the OnlyFans model, Courtney Taylor, attacks boyfriend in elevator months before his murder. Murder means somebody killed you. And if you don't know, the first person that police normally look at is the person that you was in a relationship with for the cause of your death. So what's happening is she's going to town on old boy. He's just pushing her back. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to defend himself and just push her back. He gets off the elevator. She starts following after him. Quaysha, Latoya, tap in for that commentary, please, because it's a lot there.
Okay, so I'm just going to say what I feel first, and then I can give you some of the commentary what the people were saying on YouTube and Instagram and everything else about that. Now, that situation, you got to remember.
Sure.
Remember you said it was two people. They always look at the spouse first. It was only them two in the house. Now, when she killed him, she called 911 and all that. They took her to a mental hospital first. And then after the mental hospital, this young lady went into a rehab. She just got out the rehab. That's why they arrested her for his murder. Now, mind you, also, when they was talking to their friends, they or her friend said that she killed him. She's the aggressor in the relationship, and
Wow.
that's just a
Wow.
whole nother bag in itself. So when it comes to this elevator situation, that's basically proof. And a lot of people were saying, being that was put out just now, that is the proof in the pudding that she murdered him. It was no, he hit her first. It was no, she was trying to protect herself. Like, and there's a lot of people were actually bashing the dude when it first happened, because he did have some tweets out on Twitter saying that, black women are aggressors and black women it is and black women it that. That's why he like white women. That's why he date white women. But his death was because of a white woman. Now, so now that's basically how I feel like, that's just the proof to get her locked up now completely. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But a lot of people on the sites are saying that basically the reason why she went into the rehab is because she had the chance, and two, to actually put her defense together. Because remember, first when she got locked up, before she got locked up, after the incident, they took her straight to the hospital. They didn't take her to jail. They didn't take her to the precinct to get any, story, her side of the story. They took her straight to the hospital for a mental check. And then from there,
Wow.
she went into rehab. So a lot of people on these sites are saying that this is just a ploy to try to get her out of the situation.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for that. I mean, is there commentary coming from anywhere before I throw it to Royka? Because we got Royka J up, Royka up here too. I'm gonna come to you in a second, Queen.
No, I don't see anything on
Okay.
Clubhouse or YouTube about it just yet. So I'm waiting for it to fold in for me.
Okay. Thank you for that. Round of applause. We got Royka up here. Hey, it's been a long time.
I know. How are you?
What's happening with you? We're having a conversation. We're having two conversations at one time, if you will, right?
Okay.
Part of the conversation that we're having is, for men, there's a difference between domestic violence and self-defense, right? And the other part of the because that's coming from, you saw the video with the steward, the spirit person. You saw that video. Cool, great. You know what that is. You already seen it. Cool. And then there's another video out there with the OnlyFans model, the OnlyFans girl that was walking into the elevator. Her man walks in right after her. She starts going to town on him, starts beating and like doing everything but calling him the son of God. You know what I mean?
I saw the pictures of that. I didn't get to see the actual video of that, but I'm familiar with the story, yeah.
So what's your commentary on that? Was he wrong for the airline situation? Was he wrong for that? Was he right?
Well,
how you feel?
It's like a double-edged sword because she was like calling him, like taunting him, calling him a faggot like a bunch of times. You know what I mean?
Didn't see that part.
She was going at it, like teasing and taunting him and trying to like really get under his skin in a sense, like being all up in his face. So when she actually came forward and slapped him, I was like, I kind of got shocked at it, and I was like, nah, he needs to be her ass. I'm sorry, like, because she really like, and when she slapped him and he started getting at her, and all the other men were like trying to defend her, I thought that I kind of thought that they were wrong because they're giving her rights to call him names, to hit him in his face, and continue to taunt him after she already hurt him. You get what I'm saying? I don't like that. The men were like, oh, you can't go and tell on a woman. That's a woman. That's a woman. If she's a woman, she needs to watch her mouth.
But see, and that's why I say I feel like some women, not all, some women hide behind the fact that they're a woman and that they feel like they can do certain things and get away with certain things. And of course, there's always going to be somebody, because when you walk into a situation, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
But carry on.
But it's the fact that she kept calling him a faggot. Like, that's like a very derogatory term, and that's like, you know, she's coming at him as not just a man, but she's coming at his sexuality. And on top of that, she's being like really, really rude and really, really aggressive. To me, he didn't give her enough hits, to be honest with you. They came in a little bit too quick for me. They was like, you can't hit her. She's a female. She's a female. I would have been like, all right, if I was there, I kind of would have pounced on her myself. Let me get the hit if I was female.
Well, it's interesting that you bring that part up, right? Because I actually wanted to speak about this. So I yield this question to everyone, right?
Yeah.
Ari Flesher, her hairstylist, Deontay, I think his name is.
Mhm.
I feel like, do you have any gay friends? Male gay friends?
I do.
Okay, cool. I think a lot of women have gay friends, right? For the most part, whatever, right? Maybe not, whatever. My thing is this. It's almost like he's gay. He's gay, and that's your girlfriend. That's your friend. That's your BFF when he gay, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like homeboy that was at the airline, that was in the air, the spirit guy, the employee, I feel like he might be a little bit gay. You get what I'm saying? Because there was a little bit of twang on his little bit of slang. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And
right.
I feel like when you befriend gay men, right? So that's your girl when y'all BFFs and y'all kicking it, y'all out, y'all having a drink. But then if there's an altercation that happens, that springboard that gets crazy, now he's a man if he hit you? Like, how does this go? Like it becomes controversial because this is your girlfriend. You cool with him being around, seeing you naked. He not looking at you like that. He not playing with you like that. He's not checking for you like that. And now there's an altercation. Now you remember, you're fastly reminded that he's a whole man that could run upside your face.
Right.
So
what
what's
the
this?
question? Like, because I don't. It's tricky. Like, let's give examples. Because if I'm getting jumped or something, and my gay friend is there, and he sees that I'm getting jumped, and he want to help, cool, y'all jumping me. So I think all bets are off. But if it's just like, if it's a one-on-one, I don't expect him to hit another girl for my sake. It doesn't matter his sexuality. He's still a man at the end of the day. I just think it really goes case by case basis. Like, if it's me and one girl fighting, I don't expect my gay best friend to jump in on that. That's like two girls, let them handle they biggie. But like, if I'm getting jumped and his hands is bisexual, it is what it is. Help out. Help out.
Not bisexual hands. So I mean, listen, I posed the question to everybody. YouTube, tap in with us. Gay men are one of the girls until they aren't. Tap in with us. I want to see how you guys feel about that.
Clip that, the bisexual hands. You got to clip that one. That was a good one.
Bisexual hands, right? How you feel about that, D? Matter of fact, before I go to a man, I guess I should yield that question to a lady, right? So tap in with us, YouTube, in the comment section. Let us know how you feel. A gay man is one of the girls until they aren't. Make it make sense. This is one of your girls. Y'all laugh, y'all kiki, y'all do all the things together. Y'all go get waxed together. Hello? Y'all go get your eyebrows done together. Hello? You guys go get your eyebrows, hair done, nails done, everything did together because that's your BFF. But now, if there's a situation and a man, he's still a man, even though he's gay, and he puts his hand on a woman, how do you respond to that? Is it cool? Is it not cool? Make it make sense. Tap in with us. Toya, if you're by your mic, how you feel about that? I'm coming to you next, Allie.
I don't think it's cool for him to just put his hands on her, but if this woman is aggressive and she's agitating the situation, by all means, you got to protect yourself. It's a self-defense here. Like, because what he's supposed to do is stand there and let her just beat on him? No.
You know what I think about Broadway and team? You know, like you have a dog and, you know, you're not supposed to let the dog bite people and shit. But if you're in your house and somebody comes breaking in, I'm sure the dog is going to get a pass. You know what I mean? They're not gonna put the dog down because they was guarding your house. It's certain rules. Rules are subject to change, and just hitting somebody first. And I've heard women teach their sons as they grow up. If somebody hits you, you hit them back. I don't give a damn if it's a girl. I've heard women like growing up say that to their sons. So we know right from wrong, and society tells us, you know, we're stronger than a woman. Don't hit a woman, but my face hurt the same way if a little baby hit it than if a woman hit it. Like, you hit me in my nose, it hurt. Like, I'm not trying to be hit in my eye. Like, that hurts. So
Wake it
There's
up.
exceptions to every rule. That's what he's trying. There's an exception to every rule, right?
So because he's gay, he get the exception to hit a woman? What happens if he's the aggressor?
No, we're talking about situations.
So all right.
Situations.
So what happens if the gay guy's the aggressor?
Then he's in the wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
Right is right.
Lock his ass up. Shit.
You promise to knock out a woman. I
I
cannot.
just, you see, for me, I don't see, like, you sleep with who you sleep with. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, right? Hold on, let me bring her up. All right, cool. Pull up, Bambi. You sleep with who you sleep with. I don't care. My thing is, a man shouldn't hit you see, I'm very black and white in that space, if you notice, right? A man shouldn't hit a woman, period. Just period.
No,
just
didn't.
across
No,
the,
I
hold
know
on.
about it.
Just across the board. Across the board. He shouldn't. But I'm confused a little bit because gay men are empowered by women. They're not empowered by men. So hence the reason why I asked you guys that. Gay men are empowered by women. Tap in. Go ahead,
No,
Bambi.
my gay guy friends, all of them, we've gotten to points where we got into physical altercations. We have gotten into physical altercations, like, a sibling type of fight, and they don't know their strength. They don't know their strength, and it's like, I'm a girl though. You hit hard. Like when you hit me, you're hitting me hard. Like don't hit me. I got into fights with them. I'm like, don't.
That's bullshit.
And then I'm like, I'm having.
That's
no,
bullshit.
I'm being honest. And I said,
no. I'm not saying what you're. I'm saying saying a gay man don't know their strength.
Maybe he does. Maybe he
does.
Maybe he. But I'm thinking about those moments that we were in where we were fighting, and I was like, you just hit me really hard. We're not gonna play like this because you hit me really fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? You hit me really hard. We're not playing like that. And then they're like, oh, when they want to play, they want to play rough, and I'm like, I'm not playing rough with you because you hit hard, type of situation. And then and then some gay, like I said, some gay guys know their strengths. Some of them know. Some of them are aware. Like they don't even play with girls like that. And some of them, it takes an experience for them to know, like, okay, I really hurt her, type of situation. I don't know if in out of anger or whatever, I can't. And some don't even play that at all. But
all right, cool. Tap in with us, Allie. I appreciate that, Bambi. Allie, how you feel about this, Queen? The conversation has matured a little bit. We're having a conversation about just mute your mic before. Yeah, just mute your mic.
Yo.
Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm definitely gonna come to you. Give me 1 second. Allie, how you feel about this, Queen?
Hey, I'm in a subway, but y'all can hear me?
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. Go for it. It's kind of noisy, but go for it, Queen.
All right, and just love. So let me say something real quick. I definitely feel like it doesn't matter. Like it's the principle. Don't put your hands on anybody. Period. Because just like if he hits you as a gay man, it's gonna hurt. And don't hit a woman is not supposed to be hitting a man anyway, whether he's hetero or homosexual.
Yeah. I agree. Again, what up, Tarika? We're having a conversation. I played another video. Man walks into the elevator. OnlyFans model. I think they're calling her model, right? OnlyFans girl, talent. You want to call her a talent? I don't know. Call her a talent, right? She walks into the elevator. She's pushing the button. As she's pushing the button, her man walks into the elevator. She starts going to town on him, starts beating, swinging, punching, doing everything to him. And several months, they walk out the elevator. She's the aggressor. She follows after him as he's getting off the elevator. Months later, he ends up dead. He ends up murdered, right? And I'll tap in with Toya so she could give the backstory to that a little bit. But we're pretty much having a conversation about we're having a dual conversation, two things at one time, right? Watch this. And the conversation that we're having is for men, there's a difference between domestic violence and self-defense, and gay men are one of the girls until they aren't. Tap in with us. Instagram, tap in with us, Queen. We just got somebody that just pulled up. How you feel about this conversation?
I honestly feel like it's a very
great conversation because as a masculine presenting female, you're talking about gay men who feel like they could, fight females, whatever the case may be. I was in a whole relationship with a female, and she beat on me. And because I'm the masculine presenting one, I can't hit back. I gotta let her. I'm talking about this girl beat on me so much I look like a rhino, like full head knotted and everything because I didn't want to hit her back because I'm the masculine presenting person. I'm not allowed. But at the end of the day, I'm still a woman. I'm still a woman. But then you have to understand when it comes to domestic violence is not just between a man and a female. Domestic violence is actually, when I went to college, I went and dormed in college in Connecticut. If you get into a fight with your roommate, that is considered domestic violence.
So it's just any violence that happens.
Any violence that happens within somebody that you are, I guess, close with or live with is domestic violence. So if me and my roommates were to fight, it would be considered domestic violence.
Wow.
So it's not just male and female. And I think that's where a lot of people get it misconstrued.
Very so, yeah.
Violence is violence. To me, I don't condone any violence, but when it comes to protecting yourself, when it comes to self-defense, by all means, yes, you better hit back. And when I let that girl beat on me, I'm thinking, all right, when the cops come, they gonna see my face all fucked up. She ain't got nothing on her. No, it didn't go like that. It says she dislocated her arm because she's double jointed like me. Like, I'll just show you. I'm gonna show you. She's double jointed like me.
That hurt me.
Very different. But when it comes to that means, like, there are times that I could throw a punch and literally throw my arm out my socket.
Yeah.
Because of the double jointed. So when she was reaching for me and hitting me, she dislocated her joint. So they were like, well, she's injured. You guys are both injured. So you're both going. So, and when I went, they were like, no, it's okay. You just have to come down to the station. Mind you, her stepfather was telling the police officer, like, yo, she didn't do anything. She literally has been just sitting here, like taking the hits. They're like, oh, it's okay. We're just going to take her down to the station. No. As soon as they examined her injuries, no, we both went to bookings. I sat in jail for 2 days.
Wow. Damn.
Because I chose not to hit back.
Wow.
So when it comes to domestic violence, I think everybody needs to be educated on what that is. Because it's not just male and female.
I sat in jail for 2 days for not doing nothing either.
For not doing nothing.
For just being there. I was the victim, actually, and I sat in jail.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't get locked up on Friday.
I got locked up on Friday.
Don't get locked up on Friday.
Come back till Monday.
Not the experience.
Don't get locked up on Friday,
bro.
So listen. So hold on. Right, check this here. Right. Thank you for sharing that too, because I think the viewers and listeners all needed to know that, including myself. Right.
Because I was hearing y'all speak, and I'm like, wait a minute, because I've been through this. I heard you speaking on the gay perspective, and that's one thing about the gay community that I really need the outside community to understand. Even though we're all part of the LGBTQIA community, we are still so different from each other. You'll meet a masculine presented person like me and meet a masculine different. Want the same, want different things, different ways. Like, we're all different. So when I feel like people try to group the LGBTQ community together, I get that we put ourselves in a community, but I didn't put myself in. I just happened to fall into that community. But I'm part of many communities. I'm part of community. I'm part of the gay, lesbian community.
And also, to say something about the domestic violence part is that, to add about that, like, my ex had hit me so bad that the cops came and said, you need a CAT scan. Your pupils are both different. And I still had to sit in jail. His ass was at home eating popcorn.
So that's the failed justice system, right?
What do you mean?
That's not. They processed it. It is a failed justice system.
One mic at a time.
It is.
Hold on. One
mic.
It
is, but that is. But I did pick up a knife to defend myself. So I Yeah, I did. So when the cops came, I still had the knife because I wasn't sure if it was the cops going to come or more people to beat my ass.
Right.
So here's the thing, though, Bambi. Right? Here's
they
the
saw
thing.
that.
Hold on, Bambi. So here's the thing, right? What Royka just said is what you said. Reiterate it, Royka.
That it's a failed justice system. I'm not disagreeing with any other things that you guys have said, but you guys are bringing up other points too. The fact that you guys are victims and still ended up in jail is what I'm saying.
Well, can I say something?
Yes and no.
You have to think about our communities, though. Think about our communities. Don't take nothing that we take serious. Even in the medical field, when a black person goes and says, "I have pain, I have this, I have that," they're like, "Oh, it's nothing. Just go home. Just go take this. Go take a little." But if a white person goes, guess what? They getting all the opiates. They getting all the pain relievers. They getting everything. Why? Because they think black people are just using shit as drugs.
Yeah.
If you actually look at statistically proven shit, more of us die on the fucking table under the knife, or we die because of lack of we lack the actual medical help that we need. They don't give a fuck about us in any aspect of this world.
Yeah.
You sound like Ari. They don't give a fuck about us.
Any aspect. Come on, like let's be serious. Like
she's right.
No, so
let's
wait,
be
all right.
serious.
Because you said a lot, and I don't want to I don't want to identify you as something that you're not. So how should I identify you as? I don't want to say queen.
You can call me he, she, alien. Oh,
right, so cool, alien, cool. So no, what she said, you cooking. Yo,
bro, I got nothing but the knowledge. That's why I had to get on here because I'm like, yo, we as black people, I don't know, like some of us we get it, but then there's a lot of us who claim that like we're woke, but still doing the same shit. Like, why are all of you motherfuckers walking around with Salvatore Ferragamo, Gucci, blah blah, but y'all the same niggas talking about y'all don't like gay white men? Do you even know what you're wearing?
Wake that up.
Don't you know that all that designer shit is literally white gay men? And y'all pouring money into the pockets of these people, and y'all jumping on the MTA and can't afford a bus ride?
All right, so watch this, right? I want to throw it to Clubhouse because I know they've been waiting patiently to jump in there. How you guys feel about this?
That's Clubhouse talk, man. Let the Clubhouse people talk.
Let the Clubhouse people talk.
Tap in with us. We got Ari, we got Shorty, we got Allison is in commute. She's commuting. We got Latoya, we got Damien. Quaisha is quaying. D, how you feel about this? D, are you by your mic?
Yeah, I'm preaching today. You already know, bro. I'm preaching.
All right, cool. All right, so they must be all in all because they either must be all asleep or they just tapping in with you. All right, cool.
Yeah, my thing is, we still in shackles,
all right, cool. So give me 1 second, Shorty, tap in.
Based on being part of being hit on by a woman in my last situation, I could definitely speak on the fact that I don't want to say too much is domestic violence, but in my head, Time
out. Because you got to watch how you framing things, right? We're talking about gay, we're talking about straight. So you said, in my last situation, a woman hit on me. So you're heterosexual, correct or no? Or
yes, I'm straight. Yes, I'm straight.
All right, cool. So you're heterosexual, and your last relationship with a woman hit on you. Carry on. I just want that to be clear.
Okay. All right, no problem. Yeah. So thank you for clearing up. Also, I just in my head just focused on not putting hands on her because I know what's the repercussion to that. I know what's going to be the consequences after that. I know at the end of the day, it's a he said, she said, and we all know that authority is going to go lean more to the woman. So I didn't want to give no power to that. So I just, stood, got hit or whatever, and just really focus on not putting hands on this woman because I also was thinking about saving her because I was so pissed off. So I knew my power of me being pissed off would have knocked her brain somewhere, and I didn't want to do that. So I just, again, stood as the slight victim because it wasn't nothing too crazy. I don't want to, continue to bash women. I don't want to do that. That's not what I do. But I also want to just bring that aware that what helped me keep myself together is just me focused on not reacting because I'm angry versus something else
Wake
to
that up.
cause something deeper. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. And two. What up, Reka?
Now, listening to him say that he was focusing on not hitting that woman and he just sat there and got beat, it made me think about the
Hit
dude
that
in the
like
elevator.
button. My
You
bad.
know
Dude
what
in the
trauma that
elevator,
is?
right? Like, what if he had the same exact mindset as the previous person that just spoke, and that's why the woman was able to even kill him in the first place? We're talking
That's what
about
I'm saying. We let these people be on us.
We
Like we
can't-
exactly, and they yes.
One mic. Go ahead, Reka.
It's really a double-edged sword because it's like you're a man, you know your strength, but you can't continue to let people be on you. It cost him his life.
But I think society, like me and Broadway were saying earlier, society has let, I'm not a woman basher either, but society has let a lot of women behave badly. And me and the other young lady here who's on the phone, we both had experiences. We're like, we don't care if you're a lady. You didn't even do anything and you can't behave that way. And it was just a what if. But other women, I don't know, again, it's not about color, it's not about that, but other women act crazy and everyone around them, like I said, at the supermarket, at ShopRite, at Petco, act crazy, and no one does anything. Nobody does anything, and they just allow it, and they don't say anything. And then, yeah, I think you're right in a sense the justice system's messed up because don't come at me. Come at the one who's the aggressor. Maybe they'll stop, but I don't know why it's like that. Because
that's the thing. It don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that because they're not sure.
We
they
know
don't
that.
know. It doesn't work,
It don't work like that.
Something's got to change because a lot of good people. You gotta. Then you gotta stay away from people who bring that side out of you, or those people who you could see got issues, and people need to stop normalizing their behavior. And but people are scared of those people. They're bullies, kind of, and everyone's scared of them, and they kind of stick around them, and that's why because I'm asking, like, why are they so emboldened? Why are they so?
My thing is,
shout out to Indian_Queen_Wise. Everybody, make sure you guys are hitting that like. Hold on, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We are on YouTube right now. Please make sure you guys are hitting that like button on YouTube, Clubhouse. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button, please and thank you. Tap in with us. Go for it.
I think like us as a culture though, we've been like groomed and trained and misguided because we live in a white man's world. No offense to anybody who's white on here, but like we live in a white man's world. So everything that we are going through, keep going through, our ancestors are going through, like, bro, come on. If you think about it, okay, we not I'm so hi Niecy Poo.
We are recording.
But sorry, no, I'm good. But
Niecy
when it comes
Poo.
down to it, like, do you?
Hey, Niecy.
Yeah, my Niecy Poo.
Go ahead.
But when it comes down to slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
We as black people, we thinking like, yeah, we not in shackles and slaves. We ain't shackles. We ain't picking the cotton fields. We don't gotta, we could vote. You know what I mean? We got jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it for real. Let's really, really think about it. When they used to pick slaves, how did they pick slaves? It said, you are
strong.
6'3".
Yeah,
he's strong build.
Yeah.
He's this years old. This is what he can do. Oh, how old is she? Can she bear a child? How many children can she bear? What work can she do in the house? Can she cook? Can she clean? Now, when you look at the NBA and you look at the NFL, what are the same standards that they pick these people off of?
Well, I see where you're going. Hold on. I see where you're going with this, right? Now, there's a difference between that what was then and that which is now, right? Because it's not slavery when you're paid a certain amount. But see, I want to stay away from the slavery conversation. Wait. All right, I just want to just bring it back. Just bring us back.
Wait. Let me land the plane.
Okay.
Okay, you get paid millions, right? All right, you got LeBron James, he's getting paid millions, blah, blah. But let's talk about all the players that got injured. Once you get injured, you're no good.
Okay.
Derrick Rose, no good. As a
Okay.
slave, once you can't hold up that weight, you're gone. We don't care about you no more. You're
Okay.
dead to us. Think about it.
So
Think about it.
I got
And
you. Hold on, hold on.
and most of the
D, I
sports
got you.
agencies.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I just want to bring it back though,
You
right?
understand what I'm saying?
I just want to bring it back. I feel you. I just think. Listen, man. Let's go to final thoughts. Let's go to final thoughts. I'm gonna go to final thoughts, and we're gonna come around one more time, and I want you guys to leave us your final thoughts. Tap in with us live on
Bro,
Broadway.
gotta tap in.
Live on Broadway podcast. We're having a conversation, and it's a fruitful one, right? We're not being judgmental. Whatever you like is what you like. We're just trying to be respectful to everybody's space, but also gain an understanding, gain perspective, and more importantly, be fair to one another inside of doing so. So I appreciate everybody tapping in. I'm going to throw it to Clubhouse first. Let me PTR and get you guys' thoughts on final thoughts. Final thoughts on the topics that we spoke on today. Tap in with us, live on Broadway podcast. Now, they might be a little bit asleep. Quaysha, tap in, Quay. All right, Quay not a...
Nah,
Just
bro,
hold on 1 second, guys. I'm PTR and I got Quaysha first. Quay, are you by your mic, Queen?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
All right, cool. How do you feel about the conversation that took place this early afternoon? Any parts to it?
So me personally, it's like a little roller coaster for me in a way, you know, because I kind of agree with a little bit of a majority of what I heard. And some of it, you know, go down a little bit, then it go up, then it come back around like that.
Sure.
But I basically feel like overall, of course, a man shouldn't put his hands on a woman. However, of course, women shouldn't be putting their hand on men neither.
Absolutely.
Also, you know, I feel like, yeah, I heard the nigga thing, so that was like
You heard
threw
that,
me all
right?
the way.
I don't feel like we
heard
woke
it.
that up enough, but okay.
He did not.
All right,
She
cool.
definitely threw that nigga shit in there. She was real bold, and she was serious, right? So I feel like at that point, and the man was very calm. He was not aggressive in the beginning in no way, shape, or form until he got that clock in the top of his head. Now, I do feel like, okay, give her hit or whatever he did, and then leave the girl alone. You know what I mean?
Go the other way.
But yeah, like get out the way, because basically I say that to say, let me just give y'all the history of because I'm raising a son. I have a 9-year-old son. And one thing we not about to do, you not about to be beating on my son honey pie sugar dumpling, because his mother is coming. I'm coming to do the clocking, so he don't even got to worry. I don't care what age you is. You can go get your mother, your cousin, your daughter. Everybody getting clocked if you think you about to be coming beating on my child. However, I do advise him to protect himself in a way where it's not overly exaggerated and, you know, like he's just way too much excessive force.
Sure.
Is unnecessary when like that. Like for me, for example, if someone tries to attack me that's smaller than me and I know, I'm gonna get them out the way, give them a little shove, give them a little clock, sit your ass down and leave me alone. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna excessively stomp them, beat them when I know you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm giving for my son. Like, listen, if you gotta grab her, push her down, get her hands, but you get out of there. You get her in a way where you could let her get off of you and get yourself out of there, because ain't nothing gonna come from that. Like Mr. Robert was saying, because I did overhear him saying, nothing good gonna come from that. You looking crazy, you a black man, you going to jail. It's just avoid that just for his safety, not really because in a certain situation, sometimes somebody they deserve. And this Karen in this specific situation, she deserved to get her ass clocked because she was wilding. I'm not even gonna hold you. She was wilding, but you know what I mean. He don't have to go too crazy and deal with the other man coming up. It was just interesting to me. I just want to wake this up too. This is what I wanted to say, and I'm gonna go ahead and park because I know I'm going. I could go on and
it's
on
okay.
forever.
You've been quiet the whole time. It's okay, right. Queen. Go for it.
Right. Thank you. So that other man that jumped up And I'm like, it's always a black man. It's crazy, black on black, because where them white people at? No shade to the white, but where them other, I heard that you heard, hey, calm down, calm down. Like, where they at? Why they didn't jump and put their self as the, you know what I mean, as the
Why
barrier,
you got
as
a
the
camera?
sacrifice.
Hello?
You understand? Yeah, like where all the white people, where all them other people at? It was so quick for the black man to jump in another black man's face. Yeah, I get it, bro. Like, yo, help him for protection of himself. Like, yo, chill out, bro, because you're gonna end up in jail. Like, but all that, come fight me and all that. Like, where's her peers at? Where her people them at? Because I
Nasty.
don't see them jumping so fast
Nasty.
and quick. You know what I mean? So
Nasty.
it was just a lot all over. But overall, I feel like keep your hands to yourself. Because one thing they taught us, if you like DW said, you hit me, I'm hitting your ass back. A little child come hit me, I'm popping back. Where your parents at? Pop, pop. Because you not about to keep coming over here. What do you think this is? It don't go like that.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm not gonna take the child and body slam them on their neck. You know, I'm gonna
And
give them
then
a little
keep
pop
coming
tap.
for the kid. Right.
You know exactly.
I
So
feel
y'all get
that.
my drift.
I appreciate that, Queen. I call her King Quay. You heard?
You already know. You already know, Wade. Angels as always.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Allison, are you by your mic, Queen?
No, I'm still on the ground.
All right, cool. That's fine, Queen. Toya, tap in with us.
Well, my final thoughts on the situation is it could have been de-escalated. One, by him not coming around that counter, and then two, like I'm pretty sure, I don't know about y'all, but when I go to an airport, that there's always like security walking through, walking around, and I'm pretty sure somebody heard the screaming because they were loud,
Yeah.
and nobody decided to call them to get some assistance. They decided to film. They started to try to intervene, but she provoked the situation. She was the one that wasn't turning down. She was up there. She was at 1,000. She was calling him out his name. She was being disrespectful, and then she had the nerve to hit him. So basically, to me, you asked for what you got.
Wow.
He tackled you like a football player. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
Not a football
that's my
player.
final thoughts on that. But
Okay.
she asked for what she got, basically. Now, when it comes to the other video that we watched, my thoughts on that girl need to be under the jail. She's just trying to get out of the situation. Like she murdered that man. She didn't. It's not no manslaughter. She murdered that man because it was intentional. Because she was always the aggressor, as her friends co-signed on that, and then as you see in the video, that's proof in to put in there. So she needs to be locked up, the key thrown away, and put her under the ground. Fuck it, put her in solitary because at the end of the day, it drives you crazy anyway because she done killed somebody.
Wow. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Toya. Ari, are you by your mic, Queen? Final thoughts, Ari. Okay, Ari probably not by her mic. Shorty, final thoughts on the conversations that took place this early afternoon. Final thoughts.
Thank you, King. I just want to final thoughts be simple and direct. I just feel like there's no place where anybody should be putting hands and feet on anybody. First of all, you're not an owner of nothing but your damn self. And I repeat, you're not an owner of nothing but your damn self. So keep your hands and feet to yourself. And again, both sides is no way, shape, or form you should be okay to be putting hands on nothing that you don't own.
Period. I like that.
Hello.
I like that. I appreciate that, Clubhouse. Instagram, tap in. I'm gonna start with you, Royka. Tap in, Royka. How you feel? Final thoughts, Queen.
I want to say thanks for all the love in the comments, guys. You make me feel kind of
Hey.
I love it. But most definitely, I agree. Keep your hands to yourself. We live in a society where we are so used to crazy, so used to toxic, that we're just letting all these things slide. That lady had so many signs in the airport of her being a lunatic, but they're protecting her. They're protecting her. They're on her side. And this man, I feel bad for him because he probably is going to lose his job off of this. You know what I'm saying?
Something in the airport, so there's that.
You know what I'm saying? Where was his protection? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how could she even it's just not fair. A lot of things are just really not fair. Women really need to like get their acts together and stop putting their hands on men. Men also need to get their acts together because there's a lot of violence on women as well. So I really do want us as people, period, to get ourselves together and stop hurting each other. It's so much pain. It's so much pain. Now with the situation in the elevator, it upsets me because he has degraded Black women so much and said such horrible things about Black women. He wanted a white woman so bad.
Wow.
He wanted that white woman
And look
so
what happened.
bad. And that white woman did nothing but disrespect him, hurt him, and kill him, take his whole life. And now that he's dead, they want Black women to rally behind him and be on his side and be his inner peace. But the first thing I thought was, this is what you wanted.
No.
You wanted this white woman. It's unfortunate that you are dead, but how am I supposed to stand up for you as a Black man?
Absolutely.
You have respected me as a Black woman.
Absolutely.
Well, you degraded. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely
That's a
not.
fact.
Absolutely
Right.
not.
Fact. That is it.
It's a
That's a
very
fact.
That is a
unfortunate
fact.
situation, but you reap what you sow, and that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like, God rest his soul.
Do you think that?
Oh man, hold on. We ain't final
You mind if
thoughts.
I ask a question?
Hold on. I'm gonna come to you in a second. Let me get Bambi's final thoughts. Bambi, final thoughts.
I really, don't have much to add besides what Roika said. She really hit the nail on the nose. But yeah, we need to be more accountable and hold other people accountable, especially Black women, for their behaviors that they exhibit that are aggressive. Because it doesn't just start with hands; it starts with the way they behave. We all know the signs. It's out there. We all know what it is, and we all need to. I don't know what the exactly the proper thing to do is, but for yourself, kind of remove yourself from those people and watch, because let you be near them on Mad Day, it's not good. And people, they try to control people with fear. I don't know. There's a lot of work that we need to do. There's a lot of work we have to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have to do. Why should we? I look at it like, why do I have to sit here and entertain a grown adult? So that's why I don't entertain those people.
I get it. I appreciate that. Tap in with me, D. How you feel? The real one. The real class. Tap in with us. How you feel about it?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like everything is a gray area. But at the end of the day, if we're talking about like the violence thing, like I feel like nobody should put their hands on anybody unless it's self-defense. If you're in a domestic violence relationship and don't know how to get out, like they have resources, like literally at hospitals or places, you literally can just say a phrase to let that worker know that you're in a domestic violence relationship and you need help. And what they will do is they will keep your partner at whatever place that they're at, and they will get you away safely. And I don't know if a lot of people know about that. I don't know if it's in a lot of cities or whatever, but those things are available. But for me, it's just like, don't put your hands on people. And like,